Well, Mow Sum, she was a barber, and she was a good friend of my mother's, and they used to play mahjong together all the time. And she was a real nice lady.
She was born in China, and she immigrated to Seattle and then moved here. And she had a barber shop in the front, and then in the back she had laundry. So she did laundry and cut hair.
She was the first Chinese lady to cut hair and do things like that.
But only for the Chinese?
No, she did it for fishermen and everything. She had a bathhouse there too.
She was like the pioneer ladies, because just think, she was a single mother, she ran a business, she had the barber shop and the bath, and then she wrote tickets.
Yeah, they had the Keno lottery. People would go back there and mark up the Keno papers and bet a little bit of money and stuff like that. And then I don't know who the central payola was, but I never did know. They used to win big all the time, but I don't know where the money came from. But maybe a central headquarters, and after I got older, I tried to figure out how do they do that? I know they had couriers that would go from store to store, window, door to door, and pick up the tickets and things, and do something.
This Mow Sum was Sing Hey, as her real name was very adept at making Chinese foods. She would make Chinese, what do you call it?
Dumplings?
Saltfish.
What? Yeah, but all Chinese did it. She wasn't the only one.
I know, but she did it very well and did it by herself. She also made oyster sauce.
I remember her making oyster sauce, and in the laundry, I remember that very vividly. She was making oyster sauce, and we had in the kitchen, it had a big wood stove with a big vat, and she was boiling the oyster sauce. You had to keep the fire going all the time so it would be boiling, going, reduce down boiling, and right next to the laundry. I pitched a bar of soap into the oyster sauce. And the Chinese feather dusters that they had a bamboo stick. And boy does it wilt. I remember that. That was one thing I remember real well.
And she had a lot of homegrown remedies. If you had something wrong, she could come and tell you what to do. Yeah, she was really nice. And she was independent. Then after the barber shop quit, then she went to work at the bar pilot's office, and she was a cleaner-upper, and they were very fond of her.
Growing up, I did a lot of working, either selling papers or doing something like that at night. I had to be home to start dinner, by 5 o'clock. Mom would be coming home from the cannery. This was after the barbershop. She closed the barbershop and the laundry, and she worked at Barbie Packing and Union Fish.
So yeah, I really thought Mow Sum and Victor deserve a lot of credit.